Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I will be showing you all how I make this rich and delicious tomato sauce. My name is Linda and you're welcome back to my channel. So all what you're going to need is some fresh red ripe tomatoes. You want your tomatoes to be really ripe, so I'll be using 2 boxes of each, 2 boxes of some tomatoes and 2 boxes of the red bell peppers. So in here I went ahead and add some salt that I'm going to use my silicone sponge to kind of clean the tomatoes, to remove any sand or dirt that's stuck on the tomatoes. Then I'll go further to rinse them all out. So when that is done, I'm just going to go ahead and cut the tomatoes in half. Then I'm going to take out this part of the tomatoes. I don't know what's called, but I'm taking that part out. Then I'll go ahead and chop the tomatoes into some chunks. So if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead, click on that red subscribe button down below. Afterwards, you click on the bell icon. That way you get notified whenever I upload any new video. And please don't forget to like this video, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy what you see. I really appreciate you all for coming, to my old, new and returning subscribers. And also please guys, don't forget to share my videos. If you enjoy it, share it to your family and friends. So when that is done, I'm going to set that aside. So here I'm going to just take out the labels from the bell peppers. I'm going to repeat the process that I did for the tomatoes. Definitely I'm going to wash them. So I'm going to use a little bit of soap and some water to wash the bell peppers. So I'm taking out the labels from the bell peppers. I'm going to wash them properly and thoroughly. You can also use vinegar to wash your vegetables. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to use to wash them. So you can go ahead and do so, but I'm using a bit of soap. So when I'm done with that, I'm going to chop the bell pepper up. Then I'm going to leave out the seeds. So now is the season for tomatoes and bell peppers. So in my local farmers market, they have bunch of tomatoes and for affordable prices. So each year during summer like this, I used to buy a lot of tomatoes and peppers that I'm going to, kind of store them. So when it's all done, I have the seed. You can also plant this, in your small garden. So I'm all done with the tomatoes and bell peppers. In a big pot, I'm going to add the chopped and cleaned bell peppers in my pot. Then I'll go ahead and add the tomatoes as well. I'm actually using 2 pots for this because there are lots of tomatoes. So you can do this twice or you can just use 2 pots. So, and also I still have some more left. So I went on and turned on my stove and I'm going to allow this to cook for about 20 minutes until you start seeing all the juices or the water coming out. This will make, and allow your tomatoes to blend well when you're blending. So I went ahead and cooked them for about 20 minutes. So I'm just going to use my wooden spoon to kind of stir them and bring the ones that are not cooked on top and, bring them down so they cook perfectly. Make sure you stir your tomatoes continuously so they don't get burnt. So I'm all done with this. I'm just going to take out some of the tomatoes with my spoon. So in here I'm going to filter or sieve the tomatoes from the liquid, because I'm not going to use both the liquid and the tomatoes because I don't want it to be too runny. So I'll be using a sieve to kind of drain the liquid out. Don't throw away this liquid, guys. I'm going to use it for some soup. It's really good when you're making some light soup. So this is a perfect base for your soup. So I'm going to store the liquid aside for later use. So moving on, I'll put some of the cooked tomatoes into my blender. Then I'm going to blend this until I have a smooth consistency. So why cooking the tomatoes before blending, it saves a lot of time. It cuts down on your cooking process. So when I'm all done blending the tomatoes, I'm just going to transfer them into a bigger pot. Like I said, it cuts down the cooking process when you cook the tomatoes before you blend, so you have less liquid and it saves a lot of time. So I'm all done blending the tomatoes. I'm just going to stir it, to combine everything together. Then I'm going to cook this for an additional 10 minutes. So before that, I'm going to be adding some sea salt, and I'm going to stir it. So I'll be cooking my tomato sauce in total of 30 minutes to 20 minutes for the tomatoes, then an additional 10 minutes for when I'm done blending the tomatoes. And be sure not to put your stove on high so you don't so your tomatoes don't get burnt. So when I'm all done with that, I turn off my stove. Allow the tomato sauce to cool down a bit for about 20 to 25 minutes, still depends. So when that is done, I went ahead and got some little cans from the grocery stores. So I went ahead, got the little cans. Then I'm going to store them in this can. So I'm definitely going to put some in my fridge and put some in my freezer. So like I said, I store this for later use, and you can store them for months in the freezer. You can also store them for months in the fridge. So I went ahead and cover it up, and it's all done, guys. This is the best tomato sauce that you can ever get, not the ones you get from the store. So if you have time, go ahead, buy big boxes of tomatoes and make it yourself. It's super easy, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.